Nearly 13,000 women in the United States are diagnosed with cervical cancer every year. But listen to this. The disease is, in fact, preventable with the right screening and vaccination. That's why January is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. So here to discuss with me more about this from UCSD is Dr. Jyothi Mayadev. And I've also got next to me, take a look at this. Yes, there they are. Margot Stack-Babich from the Immunotherapy Foundation. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Well, it is January, and it's Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. So, Doctor, get us aware. What are the facts, the figures, the overview of cervical cancer?
Well, like you said, Ginger, cervical cancer is still a major threat to women all throughout San Diego County and worldwide. There's more than 13,000 patients in the United States that are diagnosed every year. And unfortunately, 1/3 of patients will still die in the United States. This is a cancer that's completely preventable through the HPV vaccine. It's an anti-cancer vaccine.
Let's talk about that vaccine because we know the numbers are up for adults 18 to 26. They're more than ever getting the vaccine. But why isn't everybody getting this vaccine if what you're saying is true, that it's completely preventable?
You know, there's a lot of potentially misconceptions or myths about the vaccine. I remind parents, families, community members that this is really an anti-cancer vaccine. I think that there can be some connotations regarding the HPV vaccine, but it's at the end of the day an anti-cancer vaccine for all of our children and young people within San Diego County.
So let's dispel some of those myths. What's out there and what's the truth?
So the truth is that we can, about 90% of all of us have been exposed to HPV. And there are some people who are just unable to clear it. And we're still unable to know who those people are. So you can have even one sexual contact, and obtain the HPV virus. Now, granted, there's more than 40 types of HPV, of which some are more virulent that would cause cancer. But we need to really prevent the HPV infection in people who have not had it yet.
So easy. I mean, it really just, it's straightforward. And that's where Margot comes in, because you have the Immunotherapy Foundation. Tell me what that is.
So the Immunotherapy Foundation, or IF, which is a bit of a long name, IF for short, we were founded in 2015 here in San Diego by the Whitworth family. And we were founded initially to accelerate cancer immunotherapy research for HPV-related cancers, of which cervical is one. Very quickly into funding this research, it becomes quite clear that this is a very preventable cancer. And so we wanted to resource better therapies for those cancers, but we also wanted to be active in prevention of these cancers.
So how do you do that? I mean, you said resource better therapies. What can you do?
So on the prevention side of things, which is a more recent piece of our mission, we started in 2018 by working with Project Concern International to fund community-based deliveries of care. So groups like UCSD have been incredible leaders and signing press releases and coalitions and getting their name out to really make sure people are aware of the HPV vaccine as cancer prevention. But that message really needs to be taken far and wide. So what IF is trying to do is to deliver that message from the community clinics as well.
And there is a link that folks can actually access to. Can you tell me what that is?
Yes. So if you're looking for where you can get the HPV vaccine, you can go to vaccinefinder.org. If you want to learn more about HPV, the vaccine, and the cancers that it causes, you can go to joinif.org, which is our site.
In closing, Dr. Mayadev, what would you want our viewers to know foremost about cervical cancer and its ability to be prevented?
That cervical cancer still continues to kill patients. We need to prevent this right before it starts. So if everybody can get the HPV vaccine, if they're eligible, try to encourage your neighbors, your children, your cousins, all of your family members, everyone part of this community. We have to come together. This is preventable.
Because it's not necessarily hereditary, it's exposure.
Exactly. It is exposure to the HPV virus. So if we have a vaccine that prevents it, we need to take care of it.
All right, viewers, if you caught any part of this and you didn't get the entire message here, go to our website. We're going to have this interview online. Very important, life-saving information was given to you today, so very important. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.